Okay, I think we're good. Trying something different today. You're not gonna notice, but I have to run the experiment to see if it makes any difference. So obviously we updated internet. Okay, we got the Comcast is here. Wonderful Comcast, the old friend. But we still ran into like an interesting evening. Now, granted, you can't help whenever the internet cuts out. There's nothing you could do about that. But I was looking back at the report. It was a little rocky. And that was making me concerned. But then I was like, you know what? There's one element I got to take a look at. Because every time I do a test stream, I know this is not the most exciting thing, but this is where my life is right now. It's wrapping up Rumble promos, taking care of other things to keep a roof over my head, and fucking with the internet. This is my life for the next 2 days. Then we're done. One way or another. And I was wondering, I was like, every time I do a test stream, everything just seems to be flawless. But I only do a test stream directly to Twitch. I don't do a restream test stream because that function doesn't exist. So I figured we're going to try a different restreaming service that I've already paying for through Streamlabs. And honestly, we're going to test it. We'll see if if that's the... I'll tell you what, if I've been suffering because of Restream.io shitty servers, which doesn't account for like completely cutting out, but I don't know. We'll see. So we're testing it. These lo-fi rock songs are fantastic. Yeah, there's a whole collection I got. There's like 100 of them. Like 101 to be specific. But let's see. Suffering for little old me. I know I am. I'm suffering. I'm suffering for everybody. I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to make this into a reality. We have to keep moving. We have to keep going. So there's no getting around that. But yeah, we're making it work. We're getting it done. And then I'm so close to being complete. The Rumble's here Saturday. I've got... How many left do I got? Celebration. I'm excited for that. So... It's been a big undertaking. This month has been a big... The past... What day are we on? We're on day 48. We're on day 48. We didn't glitch out. That's just me, right? We didn't glitch out. Please don't tell me that. Oh, we did. Uh-oh, we did glitch out there for a minute. God damn it. What is going on with that? Sorry, I'm documenting it. You're out of sync? Melvin, did you see the new Baja Blast commercial? No, we're out of sync? Are we completely out of sync right now? Hold on a second. No, I didn't know there was a new Baja Blast commercial. Let's see. No, we're out of sync. You're out of sync. It's working just fine for me. You gotta check it out. I just checked into it, but no, there's a Baja. What's so special about a new Baja Blast? What's the deal with a new Baja Blast? Oh fuck! Open up the chat. Hold on a second. It's important for us? Okay. Well, we got this, and then we got 2 new Rumble promos today. We gotta get through. We got 2 more. Maybe saying 2? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We got 2. Yeah. There's a second one. We have 2 new faces. Hold on one second. I knew I forgot to do something. The Baja Men better be in the commercial. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they better be in it. If they're not, I'll be like, hey, who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? You know? What was that about? What's going on with them dogs? Who let them out? Who let them dogs out, dude? You're getting wild. That's your jam. All right, let me, where was that link at again? Oh, here it is. All right, let's see what we got. What is this? This is a new Baja Blast Mountain Dew. Let's see what this is. It's better than Baja Men. I'll be the judge of that. I hope it's Norm from Cheers and Judd Nelson. Oh, that would be great.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Refreshing.
It's kissed by the perfect amount of tropical lime.
Oh, God. Oh, and they're seals. I get it. And they put seal... Jesus Christ. Oh, seals completely sold out. I know why. I'm like, why is this commercial so off the wall? Super Bowl is on Sunday. I forgot. This is a Super Bowl commercial. That's why. When 15 hours ago. Yeah.
There is so much as he can tell you, so much he can say. You remain my power, my pleasure, my fame.
Well, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast, a blast of tropical lime. Good look.
None of it does, but there's something charming about it. But I will not be buying a Baja Blast. It is a little unsettling. I'm going to be honest with you. There's something slightly unsettling about it. It does make me feel a little uncomfortable, to be fair. So I don't, but we'll, it's that there's something there. There's something. Okay, well, that was an experience. Thank you, Sailor Vesta, for bringing that to our attention. Max tagged me in it earlier, and it was so disturbed and felt targeted at you. That's how they get you. You know what's crazy is that song is 30 years old. That's a 30-year-old song. Do you know that? Bet you didn't. Y'all remember the movie Tusk? I know of it. I heard the podcast from which the idea came from, but I've never seen the movie. It's horrifying. Is that Mountain Dew, Eric? Oh, what a good question that is. Thank God you mentioned it, because that gets us to our big piece of business, which is more Rumble entries. That's right. We have more Rumble entries. We've got up to today, hold on, let me refresh this. We have our 58th entry just debuted, okay? This is a big deal. So we're getting toward the end. There's 64. We're at number 58 today. 58. That means 6 have got to drop in the next 2 days. So, well, actually 5 have got to drop in the next 2 days. So tomorrow's going to be a busy day. We'll just say that. I was watching workplace training videos from the 90s yesterday, and Kiss from a Rose was on the loudspeaker at a Sears, Simpler Times. Those were simpler times. I mean, there's a whole genre on YouTube of like music in Sears. There's one I found of Kmart that I saved. Or no, here, background music in a Kmart, 60s and 70s on historic 1968 Sears tape cartridge. Here's a Sears commercial, but where's some background music? Music in, but I think it's like, what would you call it? Like, I think it's that Vaporwave, Sears. Let's do Vaporwave and Sears. Yeah, here we go. Best of Mallsoft and Vaporwave mix. So this is music that is in the genre of being listened to in a department store. Like, people vibe to this. I actually kind of vibe to it. Like, this would be on a loudspeaker. If I had a filter, I'd pass this through, like... You know? Be shopping for clothes. Anyway. Yeah, that's a whole genre. A phone call filter. Yeah, if I could put... unfortunately, I can't put a phone call filter on this whole... on this computer, so... But you get my point. See, Kiss from a Rose will stay my favorite song, and I'm only a little upset I told you, and it's been used against me for 4 years. I don't know why you would regret it, because regardless of whatever you said, it would still hold a very special place in my heart. It is not. Don't get it twisted. It happens to be your favorite song, but I would still talk about it in the same amount that I do, regardless. Okay, it is a integral part of my life. You don't understand. Just chilling, looking for vacuums. Yeah, just... Thank God I'm not the only weird asshole looking up this kind of stuff. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the background music on the stream used to be music from the World Trade Center. The Muzak from the... I mean, there's a whole genre of people who love this stuff. Yeah, this is a whole... That's what vaporwave kind of started as, and then everyone started to like do remix, calm vaporwaves, ambience. I mean, this is one from 5 months ago. Yeah, see, now it's like this shit. This is not the same. This is not the same vibe, right? This isn't it. The OG shit. This is from like almost 8 years ago. It was like during its peak, where everyone was getting in on it. The Weather Channel, Vaporwave, this is some good shit right here. This is some good shit. You really want to vibe out? You want to set a mood, set a tone? You pull up the old Weather Channel shit. Jet fuel don't melt steel beams. Inappropriate songs to play at the World Trade Center. Nirvana, On a Plane. He said the World Trade Center. Isn't that funny? Isn't that hilarious? It is. Well, I just think it's got the best. If you want like music, the World Trade Center music is probably the best, because it's got they could afford to license like hit songs. So you have like, I think it's this. Is it this? No, this isn't it. There's a whole playlist of them that's got like real songs, but it's music. So it's got like the highest quality music. So people regard it as like good music, and it just so happens to be from the World Trade Center. So that's a Higher by Creed. I think there is. Is there Creed? Let's see. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not, because it's 2001 is when they kind of shut it down. But I have a playlist around here somewhere. It's got a bunch of hit songs on it. I think it's... Let me see. Let me go in here real quick. It's in one of these playlists I have. I think it's in... Is it this one? Is it this one I've got? No, it's not that one. I might have deleted it. Or no, maybe it's this one. It might be this one. It is this one. Okay. So, yeah, it's like, for example, here we go. The song Dancing Queen, right? This was from the World Trade Center. This was played in the plaza of the World Trade Center. It's high quality music. It's some of the best. You know, they got, what else they got? I think they got like Toto, Africa by Toto. I think, is in here somewhere. What else is in here? La Bamba. They got La Bamba. Hold on. We got Hold On. How Deep Is Your Love? Who Will Stop the Rain? Oh, Peg by Steely Dan. Yeah, here we go. Africa by Toto. You're not going to get better music than this. I'm telling you. Didn't the dude that make La Bamba die in a plane crash? I believe so. Let's see, what else is it? Yeah, they got Toto, Africa by Toto. Yeah, it's very calming, you know? You sit outside, have a cup of coffee, wait for you to go into the building. You know, it's a vibe, dude. It's a whole vibe. Anyway, we got really off track there, so let me pull this up. So yeah, we were talking about the Rumble. By the way, we have entries in the Rumble we got to talk about. Only got 2 more days to do this, and then this whole segment of the stream goes away, and then we'll have to do other things. Let's see, inappropriate. I read that one, Jeff. All right, so let me go here to, where did we leave off? Okay, let's pick up with, because we got 2 yesterday. The last couple days have been pretty busy. So we're going to pick up with Slim Boy Lumen, I think. We're going to pick up at number 53 and go from 53 to 58. I think that's pretty fair. This is the last couple days to make sure we're caught up here. And we'll probably do, well, we're definitely going to be doing a retrospective on Saturday. I mean, that's for sure. We'll be catching up on the whole goddamn thing. But all I know is one of the new contestants has bad dandruff. Well, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to check in on that. But yeah, we have number 50. What did I say this was? Number 53. Slim Boy Lumen, brother to Fat Boy Fat. We haven't seen him since 2021. Used to be Fat Boy Lumen. Now is Slim Boy Lumen. So he's definitely lost some weight. But he'll tell you.
I'm Slim Boy Lumen. I used to be Fat Boy Lumen, but I caught the diabetes and I lost a bunch of weight. So I'm not a certified fat ass anymore. But I am re-entering myself into the 2025 to 64-bit Legends Rumble. I haven't been in one of these Rumbles since the very beginning. My brother Fat Boy Fat, he disowned me. But that's okay. I'm not afraid anymore. Just like Kevin McAllister walking outside to the street, I yelled, I'm not
Whoa.
a fat ass anymore. Did you hear me?
Oh my goodness. Welcome in. Welcome. Keaton coming over to the raid. Oh my God, what perfect timing. We were just catching up with the most recent Rumble entries. What is this shit? Oh, you're gonna find out. We just got up to speed. Oh my God, that's so loud. Why the fuck is that so loud? Do I have like 2 alert boxes or some shit? Was that just me that's insanely loud? Or is that for you too? Why is everything just fucking off? Hold on. Let's see. Where did I... You didn't get to hear it? You didn't even hear an alert? Oh my God. I'm hearing a lot of alerts. It is screaming in my ear. We didn't hear the second one? Did you hear that? Hold on. Because I heard it loud and clear. That's for sure. Yeah, the whole thing's... But I don't know. My alerts have been fucked up for the last couple days now. You could barely hear it? Oh my God, it was so loud to me. It was so fucking loud to me. Are you kidding? That was crazy. That made me deaf. Monitor off, monitor output. Let's see. Let's see. Alert box. Yeah, that was fucking loud. We probably heard it through your headphones then. Yeah, probably. That's probably what you heard it through, is through the headphones, through the microphone. So that's where things are at there. That's kind of wild. Well, that's really crazy. The alerts are on. Alerts are on. Alerts are fucking turned on. I don't know why. I don't know. Dude, it's like there's like little pieces that just start to fall apart. They just fall apart ever since we made the switch. Well, thank you for resubscribing. There's an ice storm apparently coming as well. But God damn, that was fucking loud. What was this? Enable chatbot notifications. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was about. I think we could do... Thank you, Bosley, but now I'm deaf. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for that. It's like whatever you're not hearing, it's getting pumped in double into my ears. That was fucking ridiculous. It's like, no. You guys don't need to hear it. You can hear it double. Oh my God, that was insane. Why though? That's so crazy. That's so weird. Oh, there. Oh, what happened? What is this? What did I find over here? Hold on a second. What's this over here? Oh, looks like the source was turned off. Well, anyway, thank you for that. Thank you for the raids, plural. Now I just got to figure out how to not lose my hearing when that plays. So that's nice. Okay. Well, we were talking about the Rumble before I fucking lost all my hearing. And we got there's 64 different contestants coming in by Saturday. We're at number 58. So we're kind of reviewing.
Steven, stop it! You are gaslighting! Steven, you are gaslighting!
Okay, well, those work. There you go. Yeah, so there's there's 58. The 58th one landed today. But we're going to go back a few days here, and we're going to be talking about a couple past contestants or entrants or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to go back. Actually, you know what? We're going to go back one more. We're going to go back to number 52 and move forward from there. Because we got a new face with number 52, Mamma Mia. So let's pick up from here and we'll go forward, okay? So here's entry number 52, Mamma Mia.
Me, Mamma Mia, and I'm bringing my spicy fireball to the 64-bit Legends Rumble. Woohoo! I'm gonna level with you guys. My real name's Marty Jabrowski. I'm the proud father of 4, Patrick, Henry, Dylan, and sweet baby Derek. I lost everything. For Christmas one year, I tried to download some video games, allegedly illegally, to my Amazon Fire Stick, and they took everything. I don't know where to live. My wife took off. She took off back to Illinois. All she left behind was this fucking white t-shirt. It fucking smells like it. So this 64-bit Legends Rumble, Papa's gonna make you proud. I'm gonna win it all, and that should be just enough money to put a deposit down. Get us a nice 3-bedroom apartment they can share a bunk bed. Don't give up on me.
So everyone's got their motivations. That's the big thing. Everyone's got their motivations. So Mamma Mia came in. Now we got number 53, Slim Boy Lumen. Slim Boy Lumen is coming in at number 50. What did I say? 53? Yeah, 53. And brother of Fat Boy Fat, but now he's slim. Fat Boy Fat's upset. He lost weight.
Hey everybody, I'm Slim Boy Lumen. I used to be Fat Boy Lumen, but I caught the diabetes and I lost a bunch of weight, so I'm not a certified fat ass anymore. But I am re-entering myself into the 2025 to 64-bit Legends Rumble. I haven't been in one of these rumbles since the very beginning. My brother Fat Boy Fat, he disowned me. But that's okay. I'm not afraid anymore. Just like Kevin McAllister walking outside to the street, I yelled, I'm not a fat ass anymore. Did you hear me? I'm not a fat ass anymore.
I'm not afraid anymore. Do you hear me?
I only drink 0 sugar free cola. And now I'm gonna enter this Royal Rumble and I'm gonna win it. Because I'm in the best shape of my life. Hey, everybody.
So we got Fat Boy or Slim Boy Lumen, number 53, number 54 coming up. Y2 Drew. That's a Rhino shirt, and it's the same Rhino shirt he was wearing 4 years ago in his first promo when he was fat. He's been holding on to it ever since. It's a bit of a pack rat, Slim Boy Lumen.
Y2 Drew, entering again. 2025. 64-bit Legends Rumble. I would really like to see some of the real 7 actually step up this year and one of us take it. We've been wrestling goons, so I feel
mankind.
Somewhat satisfied, but we still somehow need to work in a dub. We've been training, we've been stressed, we have jobs, unlike these other fucks. At the end of this Rumble, I want to raise either my hand or one of my buddies' hands. Because we need to come out victorious, finally.
It's true. It's about goddamn time.
Y2 Drew.
It's about goddamn time. Is he like Charlie from It's Always Sunny, only the one graphic tee? If I knew the show, better, I would. I may be able to agree with you, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll have to see. But all right, so that's 54, 55. Number 55. Oh, yeah, Rick Treasure. Another new face. Coming in.
Rick Treasure's the name, but
If you can't tell, we're at the end. If you can't tell, this is the end of the run. Okay?
7 Seas call me Pistol the Pirate. My little boy Waylon and I are sailing into the 64-bit Legends Rumble looking for the booty. And X marks the spot, Seaman. I know what you've done underneath the waters of the sea. You don't think I pay attention, but I do. And you'll get this hook right up your ass. I was in a hand versus hand match, and unfortunately, I lost. But in this Rumble, I will become victorious.
So there you go. There's fucking, what was his name? Jack Treasure? Rick Treasure. Rick Treasure. I commend the effort you put into everything, considering we all know Biscuit's going to run away with this thing. I mean, Biscuit is a big deal. People have been pumped. Wait till you see Biscuit in the ring, though. I think you're going to be really surprised when you see Biscuit in the ring. I don't think you're going to be ready for what's about to happen. Okay, so there's Rick Treasure. I keep wanting to say Jack Treasure, but his name's Rick Treasure. And then yesterday we had another familiar face debut as number 56. Why even tell it to you? Why not let him tell you who he is and what he's here to do? Guess who's back, baby, and better than ever? It's Todd Campbell, the soup boy. Simmer down, because I'm ready to be in the Rumble. I'm gonna wrestle. That's right. Oh, no! I fallen down a hole! Oh, no! I'm in a hole! The soup boy's in a hole. It's so dark. It's so dark and scary out here in this hole. So he's in Todd Campbell, unfortunately, had an accident befall him, but, it's commendable. Could have done the scoring for these. The music has been perfect. Well, thank you, Wake and Bake. I kind of want a Todd Campbell, the suit boy emote. So Todd Campbell, is he okay? I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. He was in a hole. It sounded like he was in a lot of pain. But speaking about pain, just today to number 57. Are you and Todd Campbell cousins? I think I see some familiar. I don't know the man. Never met him. But speaking of pain, today number 57 debuted, and it's a familiar face, but still a new face in this Rumble, in the 64-Bit Legends Rumble. It's Cactus Jack.
Hello, 64-Bit Legends. This is none other than Cactus Jack. Yeah, shorter hair, grayer beard, no more intensity in the eyes. Nonetheless, I used to be a bad man, dropping elbows with my arms wrapped in barbed wire. You didn't want a part of Cactus Jack on his best days. He stood toe-to-toe with titans of the industry like Vader, like Bobby Eaton, like Art Anderson, like the natural Dustin Rhodes, and came out on top. That's right. And I am officially entering your Rumble. That's right. Eliminating Y2 Drew. And so, if there is one thing I have in common with mankind, other than that being that we are both faces of Foley, it's that I'm going to take Y2 Drew out again with joy. Possibly with the Cactus Clothesline, eliminating myself, because I just don't care about things like victories. I would rather hurt a man than love a woman, and I can't jump high, but I can jump from high places. Bang, 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 bang. You do not stand a chance with Cactus Jack in the Rumble. You will not, I was going to say you will not have a nice day, but that would be copyright infringement on my own character, and I can't have that happening. So I'm just going to say it's going to be a long night at the Rumble for all of you, but especially you, Y2 Drew. Bang, 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 bang.
Now, again, this is a lore-heavy Rumble. Now, if you remember last year, we've had Mankind last year. And Mankind came in, and he was running that ring and eliminated Y2 Drew amongst a lot of other people. Before that, we had Dude Love. Dude Love did not perform so well 2 years ago. So when we look at Cactus Jack now getting involved, I don't know what to expect. I'm going to be honest. Out of this promo seems to be, he doesn't seem to have the same energy that he had the last 2 years. But it's Cactus Jack. He's taking a lot of bumps, The self-gimmick infringement is not allowed. No, it's not allowed. He's got a little beard druff. It's Cactus Jack. What do you want? He's a wild man. He's got a little beard druff. What are you going to do? It's Cactus Jack. It's Cactus fucking Jack. What are you going to do? So, anyway, so that's number 57. And 58 just dropped. 58 just dropped. I hope you're ready for this. It's another new face, never seen before, ever. But I don't want to steal the thunder So I'll let this new shining bright face tell you all about who he is and what he's going to do. 58 is none other than...
Hey everybody, you better look out, cause day labor just showed up to the job site. That's right, I've been working all day at a construction site, but I'm also... That's right. Ow, no! Ow! Ow! Ow, there's wood just falling on me. Why? This helmet doesn't help the impact of all the wood that just fell on my head. Who would do this to the suit? Who would do this to day labor? I'm just a working man, a regular Joe. I pay into my union, and I like to have some suit. Oh, the pain of all the wood.
Okay, so it looks like day labor had a workplace accident, unfortunately. So I don't know what's going on there, but yeah. It looks like day labor had a workplace accident. It looks like somebody dropped some wood on him. That was unfortunate, but that's day labor for you. So who knows? We're at number, what did I say? This is 58. So we have 5 more, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 6 more to go. The last one will be revealed on Saturday. So the next 2 days, you're going to get all 5 of them coming at you. Hard and fast. Hard and fast. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be familiar faces? Are they going to be new faces? What are we going to get? What's going to happen? We don't know yet. We just don't know yet. Let's see. His voice reminds me of a Sandler character. I don't know what you're talking about. It's day labor. Okay? He's on the job site. He's working. What do you want from him? Maybe a cousin through marriage named Labor Ready? See, he's old and injured, probably medicated. He's allowed to be tired. Oh, you're Cactus Jack? Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm not going to... The fact that he's going to go and try to compete with all these young cats, I give him credit. I got to give him credit. I mean, this year, we got 50... What'd I say? What was he, 58? 58 contestants so far. Everyone from myself, Bobby Caboose, T the Monster, Keegan, Rex the Total Apex Ape, The Big Shit Kid, Hollywood Stew, Chad Wheel, Chip Diggins, Prince Patrick of Dubala, The Red Colorado Kid, Graduation Man, a.k.a. Grad Taylor, a.k.a. Chris Chicklin, the Samoa Joe Project with Samoa Joe, what was his name? Alpha 33987, Bobcat Ross, Sam Thunderdome, Sir Jared of the Swove, Iguanodon, Metaverse Mark, the Canines, Bulldog, and Shih Tzu both entering. Ronald Stump, sounds more like a guy whose name rhymes with Mod Schmamble. Mod Schmamble. I don't know. I'm confused on that one. You won't believe who's making... Oh, this... I was like, who's this? Who's making her debut? Oh, Biscuit the Clown, of course. This is Mr. Twister's favorite, by the way. He's thinking Biscuit's going to do it. This one's from Mr. Twister.
My name's Biscuit. I'm here for some match. I'm a fucking clown.
People are pumped about Biscuit. Crypto Pete, the Man Witch, Jacques Strong, Seaman, Jack Lumber, a.k.a. Bear Trap, a.k.a. Bear Trap Ross, Samoa Joe, Sigma Benji 404, Harry Taco, Skylar the Skydiver, may be in the Rumble. I'm not 100% sure right now because he had a bit of an accident. Purple Rainbow, Cock Davis, Bubblegum Billy, Stiff Davis, The Illegitimate Son, of Cock Davis. Fuzzy the Cuddle Slut, Fat Boy Fat, The Cuddle Pals, Samoa Joe Beta 2X4, Deuce Leadfoot, Mountain Dew Eric, Brian Bitch Tits Boylan, Dwayne the Duke of Okerja. When you read them out loud, you realize that there's like, wow, there's some real tough contenders here. Little Basket, Danny Delivery, Vic Murphy, Brian Big Rig Brozik, Jasper Whistleby, he's a wizard in case you didn't know, Doug Palumbo, Sam W.O., Teddy Time Traveler, Brock Standiford, Mamma Mia, Slim Boy Lumen, Y2 Drew, Rick Treasure, Todd Campbell the Suit Boy, Cactus Jack, and today, Day Labor, maybe. And maybe Todd I don't know. There's a couple injuries we got to check on. People would never expect Little Basket to win. That's true. We still got like 8 more Palumbos to enter. Well, there's only 6 more slots, so you'll have to see. But, you know, this is big. This is kind of a big deal. We're going to have to watch all of these Saturday. We have to go through all of these. This is going to be like watching a movie. It's so long because there's 64 of them. So it's at least an hour. Some of them are less than a minute. Some of them are more than a minute. Strap in. Can you fit 8 Palumbos in 6? I don't know. You'll have to find out. You'll have to just be here and pay attention the next couple of days to see who's coming in. But this is kind of a big deal. Real quick, I wanted to test something while I was here. I'm gonna play a little something here. Hold on. Because I just found a thingy to do it. I'm gonna test. Tell me if you can hear this.
No.
Okay, so there's 2. Could you hear that? Because I could hear it, and there's 2 alerts now. I don't know why there's 2. Let's see. Oh, you heard it? Okay. No? What do you mean, no? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. So, I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was happening earlier. Let's try it now. I'm going to give you one more.
No.
Oh, man, it's still loud. Why is it so fucking loud? Columbo Palumbo? Did you hear that one? And then we can move on after I do this. Sorry, I just got to be able to test it because it's really strange that it's not... Yeah, you could hear? Okay. So that works. I don't know why there's 2 now. I don't know. I'll have to fucking play around with it. But, all right, that's good. So it looks like we found the audio issue, but it's insanely loud for me, which is crazy. I don't know why. It's so fucking loud, but... Whatever. Whatevs. Maybe we'll do this. And then I'll fix it here. And then we'll move on. I got a couple things I want to talk about, though, real quick. So, hang on. Let me do... We can just do monitor off. I think it's sending 2 of these at me at once. Okay. Will Dave Hester from Storage Wars ever be in the 64-Bit Legends? I don't know. That's a great question. Will Dave Hester be in the 64-Bit Legends Rumble? People want to know. People really want to know. So I did come across something. I had a couple things I set aside, and I wanted to see this. One of these things is kind of like going viral, and I want to get your opinion on it because I'm not sure how to feel quite yet. Because I saw it and I was like, you know what? We're gonna put this aside and we're gonna watch this together because I want to get your opinion on how to feel. By the way, it looks like there's one of these like government funding service. I don't know. I haven't dug into it yet. But you know how I was like talking about some of these, you know how I was talking about some of these grifters? I think did I mention the conspiracy? Whereas like some of these grifters are like useful idiots, where it's like a Pavlovian response, where you look at somebody like, we'll pick on Hassan for a minute because he's been current, right? So you look at somebody like that, and he has these set of talking points. And some people believe, like, oh, they're grifters. They're just given a script. Like Tim Pool also got caught for this. He was getting, like, Russian money. And it was like, so the theory is someone's handing them a script and they're just reading it. And I don't think that that's what's happening. I think because a lot of these shows are supported through like super chats and donations and subscriptions and everything, that all you have to do is if you start talking about a certain topic and all of a sudden a bunch of money flows in, you'll have a Pavlovian response to keep wanting to talk about that thing because you know if you keep talking about it, money will come in, right? And I saw a couple, I haven't dug into it yet, but apparently Elon Musk did something recently. I don't know. I'm dumb on this, so we're gonna have to look into this. This is like I just saw this today, but I know that they've been like trying to cut money off from different programs. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that. Okay, I'm just saying that this is what I was reading. But apparently there are some like grifter streamers that are really all of a sudden begging for a lot of money now, making a big push, and it makes you think like, that's all. I'm just saying. So that's just we'll have to keep an eye on that in the background. Part of a Grifter Watch project. But that's not what we wanted to talk about today. That's not what I wanted to talk about. This is what I wanted to talk about. I saw this clip of a comedian. Did you see the big viral comedian clip? Where there's this comedian, because we all know that like the crowd work video for comedians is like a big deal. And this is like the uncut footage. And there's this one that keeps showing up in my timeline on like Instagram and on Twitter for a while. Hold on, let me look it up. I'm pulling it all up here now so we can just fly through it. I didn't want to like just chill with the music for a second. So there's this one that keeps popping up by the name of Natalie Cuomo. Have you seen this? So she's like edgy comedian girl with tattoos. You know, we've seen it, but she's also attractive, right? And looks like other people I also follow her, so it explains why it probably shows up on here. Yeah, it's weird how much crowd work clips get posted. Yeah, it seems to be like a big deal. And I've seen her pop up, and I've seen this, like, you know, I'll end up watching it because she's an attractive girl, and I'm like, okay, what's going on here? But then I'll watch the clip, and it's not that amazing. Like, it's just kind of mid.
New York City. You are? Oh my God, that's why you've had 5 therapists. Where in New York are you from? Oh, okay, where'd you go to high school? Oh, wow. All right, a lot of drugs when you were younger?
Like, where are we going with this?
Oh, okay, you weren't cool. Okay, I'm really proud of you. That's a really big deal. That's awesome. Wow. I was cool. I'm not anymore, though. That's awesome. Yeah. Wow. Did you have a therapist in high school? Yeah, I had 2.
Where are we going with this? Where are we going? This is not even the clip I want to show you, by the way. She dated Louis J. Gomez. Okay, interesting. She's Andrew Cuomo's her cousin. What, the governor of New York? Really? Or are you just making that up? Is it just she has a Twitch channel? I'm not surprised. These are called jokes. Yeah, they're like really revving it up here. Former governor? Well, whatever. Former governor? Like, is that a for real connection, or are we just talking shit? He was cooed out of office with fake allegations. I don't care. It don't matter. I don't give a shit about the politics of it. You didn't do drugs in high school, did you? What?
Okay, I'm just one-upping you in every way. No, growing up in New York, when did you learn how to drive?
Like, what do we do? Like, she's like, why post this? Why post this? I don't understand. Well, I know why. Because it's not about being funny. It's about like, hey, don't I look good in this video? This is a fashion. This is like a fashion post. This is a look at my fit, look at what I'm doing type of thing. Like, this isn't. Yeah, this was like, I don't know. So anyway, she shows up a lot, and I've seen these clips, and they're just very mid. She's very attractive, don't get me wrong, but she's very mid, like, as far as like the material isn't that great. Like, I'm trying to think, what's her most popular? Well, we're going to talk about this. This is all right. So this is her pinned one. So this is what she's really proud of. All right, let's take a look at this real quick.
All my tattoos, people always ask like what they mean. It's just the number of tattoos I have is the number of times my mom was like, you'd be way more beautiful without those. She hates them. She hates my tattoos so much. She does. But she wants me to have a kid, which makes zero sense. We all know children are just like tattoos. They really are. Because they're permanent, expensive, painful. Everyone can tell if you did a bad job.
Okay, it's not bad.
You get one, you show everyone a picture. They pretend to care. And 18 years later, it looks like shit, but you have a story to tell. So.
Okay, that's not bad. Not bad. But I mean, that's like, it's not amazing. It's not bad. I can't say that it's not funny. It's like, okay, I respect it. That's like that gives me a sensible chuckle. Like, oh, that's all right. I respect it. That's good. That's well done. But it's not, it's just very like mid, right? Okay. So that gets me to the video that's been going viral that I wanted to talk about here real quick. And, God damn it. I need to pull this back up. Okay, so this is the clip I wanted to talk about. So this is her version of it, but then somebody found the full clip. So they do that same name stuff where they immigrated. She could also just be Italian. Yeah, that's what I mean. So she may not be related to the governor, because there's like, that's probably a fairly popular last name. You know, it's like there's a lot of those. So I'm not gonna. What did you post here? What is this? What did you give me? Where'd it go? This is probably the video I'm talking about. Next year, you should just get Mick Foley to show up for the 64-bit Rumble stream. I mean, maybe. I'd fly him out here if he was reasonable. We made this joke before. We had this joke years ago when we tried to get fucking, what's his name? Big Papa Pump, Steiner, and he no-showed us. He didn't give us a promo. So I had to do the promo for him. But we made this joke about, like, because we were so mad at him. I was like, oh, yeah, I bet if we just invited him over here, he would never leave. He would just end up becoming like a roommate. This is when me and Bobby lived together. And we just talked about, like, oh, yeah, you can stay here for the Rumble. Yeah, you can stay. And then all of a sudden, like 3-4 days later, we're like, hey, Scott, you think you might want to just, like, you know, you want to go? He's like, no, I'm feeling pretty good right now. Don't worry about me. She loves antidepressant medication. I wouldn't doubt it. Is this the post I'm talking about? I'm not related to Andrew Cuomo. My uncle did sexually harass someone, but he's not the government. Okay. Well, there we go. We got the answer. Thank you, Slit. He solved it for us. Okay, so this is the clip I wanted to go through. Give Mick the money to pay for his plane ticket. He'll just drive over. Fair enough. He probably will. I think he was known for that, right? He would like sleep in the hotel lobby. He would keep his like, what do they call that? His day rate, his, whatever his day stipend is for travel stipend. You just pocket it and sleep in the lobby. So this clip showed up and it's been going around on Twitter a lot. And I saw it, I paused it, and I bookmarked it for later. And I was like, we're going to talk about that because I'm not sure. Per diem, thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm not sure how to feel on this, and I want to get your take on it. So let's take a look here real quick at this clip. So we kind of understand it's a lot of, hey, look at how good I look. This is what honestly, a lot of what I'm seeing from her videos, and I know it's fashionable right now. I mean, that's basically Matt Rife, isn't it? Like, basically, like, it's just a lot of posts of this.
I look good. I mean, really good. Hey, everyone! Come and see how good I look!
That's exactly what this post is. No, we don't need Elden Ring. We can stop that. We don't need to listen to Elden Ring. So, this is the video, though, that's gone viral because she's confronting a heckler. Now, we've always seen the heckler clips. Those go viral too, where they put them in their place. There's some famous ones. Some are better than others. Of course, we've watched, I think, in full the Bill Hicks, freak out meltdown with hecklers. I've seen clips of Richard Pryor deal with hecklers, Eddie Murphy, George Carlin. I heard a clip. It wasn't actually all that great. One of the times I saw Bill Cosby live. I seen him deal with a heckler. Not that great. Not that great. I was expecting more from Bill, but granted, it was an outdoor venue, so I'm sure he probably just couldn't even understand what they were saying. And it's always kind of intriguing to see how they can handle it, where you can tell they're getting mad, but they got to make it funny, and they got to shut them up, put them in their place, and then move on, right? And the Elden Ring soundtrack, yeah, that would fit over this. So anyway, we all know the gimmick. Well, she decides, you know what, I'm going to post this. I'm going to show how great I am at dealing with a heckler. And people, this has gone crazy. I don't know. On Instagram, not so much. On Twitter, well, I don't have the original Twitter video. It's a repost, but let's take a look. It's a female cop situation? Maybe.
Oh my god, I love it! Okay, wait, what made you want to ask him?
Like, here's my thing with this crowd, because I've seen people do crowd work stuff like Big J Okerson, really good. There's people that are really good with it. I think am I thinking of Dave Attell is also really good? Like, people can be good at doing it. But I don't know, like, the problem is you're going through and you're trying to just bait the audience to say something that you can make fun of. But wouldn't that get old? And now what that encourages, it's not good, because then now if you go to like a comedy show, now the audience feels more incensed to want to interact. And I've been to comedy shows where they do that, and it's annoying. So don't encourage it. I hate this trend simply for the fact that I'm not a performer, and I don't even go that often. But every so often when I go see the comedy show, I'm like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Shut up. David Tell's Late Night Comedy Central show where he went to bars was pretty good. I saw an old clip of that. Someone was reposting them on YouTube. I think I watched like half an episode. That's all bad for comedy. Yeah, it's not good. But anyway, so this does not go well. I mean, you can see from the first comment, this is how a comedian deals with hecklers. Awful, awful job. It's not good. It's not good. Okay. I would never encourage the world to interrupt me on stage, regardless of what I'm trying to perform. Exactly. The idea is it's lightning in a bottle. That's what's so. I've heard audio of like Patrice O'Neal. He was really good. At like, but it's like you weave it into your material. It's like a magician, right? A magician, they don't just try to do one trick. You know, when you see like a David Blaine or somebody like that doing like the street magic or doing card tricks in like a group setting, what they're doing is they're not just doing one trick. They have dozens of tricks, and depending on what happens, they just go to that trick. They just steer it in the direction they want to go in. So no matter whatever you're going to do as the mark, they're going to impress you. They have enough of like, oh, okay, you did this. Okay, well, so now I'm going to go and do this, and I'm going to guide you into this trick, and I'm going to do the reveal over here. And then if you did this, okay, well, I'm going to do this whole thing, and I'm going to do the reveal over here. And it's the same thing with a comedian. It's the same thing with really in anything in that type of like anything where if you're really good at what you're doing, you've seen the interactions enough. You know where to bob and weave for the most part. But she doesn't quite do that. Patrice O'Neal was a fucking savage. Oh, yeah, dude. He was fucking gone. Definitely gone too soon. He was about, you know what's sad about that? Is I remember when he died, he was just about to like, he was just ready to take off. Like he did one of those roasts. I think it was like, was it Charlie Sheen or somebody? I can't remember. And it was so good. And I think he was about to just like, it was like one of those things where all of a sudden everyone was like noticing him. And then he had a stroke and died. So, yeah, I feel like Big J never writes jokes because he relies on the crowd work at every show, but he does it in a way everyone knows, just not to blurt shit out. Well, yeah, because if you watch him, he's got material. He just kind of like has enough where... And he's just naturally funny enough where he's just going to take whatever you do, react to that, and then he's going to try to make jokes around it. And then if he's got to lean into some material or whatever. He dogged the fuck out of beautiful women. Oh, yeah, Patrice? Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. You could say, honestly, that whole like Andrew Tate red pill movement, a lot of that shit Patrice was talking about like 20 years ago. And what's crazy is all of his old clips. He used to do a show called Black Phillip, I want to say. And I think Opie and Anthony would play it on their channel on XM, I think, was what it was. Yeah, Black Phillip, yeah. And I think they would play it. I don't know if he used their studio to do it on XM or they just replayed it. I don't remember. But I remember that's how I heard it. Is like on the weekends or on the off time on XM, they would just play his show. And yeah, it was all about that. The friends and I turned 40 this year. Congratulations, Sled. Happy birthday. So Shorty's Watching Shorties was one of the best random ass TV shows Comedy Central ever produced. That was actually pretty good. Yeah, I remember that. There's a bunch of like interesting shows back then. There's like Shorty's Watching Shorties. Crank Anchors was good. There was... I liked, you know what I liked? I know we're getting way off track, but Dr. Katz. When I was a kid, I liked Dr. Katz. And it was what was smart about it, it was like a therapy session. And so they bring a comedian in and they would just do material, but they would do it as if it's a therapy session. And it was like really good. And it was in like the early to mid 90s. And so there's all these like, if you go look at it now, you're like, oh my God, all these famous people were on it. But they weren't quite like, they didn't quite pop. The ice storm started. I didn't even know there was an ice storm. I had no idea. I've been out of it. Let's see, but it made me realize that we're going to start turning 40 soon. Yeah, now I got another couple years, but I'll be there. Okay, anyway, I know. I'm kind of like dragging this out, and I'm not doing that on purpose. I'm going to be honest with you. Today was a very, very long day. My brain is everywhere. I'm like watching a lot of things because I'm testing different things out. I'm watching the internet. The alerts aren't working. So I'm just scatterbrained. So just bear with me. Bear with me. We're going to get through this. But you ran out of road salt? I've never buy road salt. But I don't drive. Like, I'm going to be at home for the next, 4 days. I'm not leaving the house unless I have to go to, the gym or to the store for something. That's it. So today was my big day out. Okay, so let's take a look at how this lady handles a heckler. Now, her caption says, right after I said how grateful I was for everyone being there and selling out the show, this little man in the front row decided to let his true colors shine. Always stand up for yourself, and if you're going to be rude, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes. Whoa. Oh, for the sidewalks? No, I don't deal with the sidewalks. I probably should, because the mailman has to drop the mail off at my door. We don't have mailboxes on the street. But all right, let's take a look at this. I've dragged this out long enough.
What?
It's not my fault you don't have material. So she's doing her crowd work. The guy's upset of hey, why are you making it seem like we're a couple? He's bothered by it. And she's not, and he's like, it's not my fault you don't have material, which is, it's a fair criticism. It's a fair criticism. If it's not going well, hey, you interacted with this person. So now you open the door. You open the door.
Oh, it's not that. Wow, it's not that. Wow, look at you.
Yeah.
She doesn't even have a response. She doesn't have a response at all.
I can leave right now. If
Well,
I
can
wanted.
roast you too. You can't just roast all of us. And
Was she good at talking it, or what?
Probably. I would assume. I would guess. I don't even know what he said, but he must have said something.
I see. So you were afraid because you felt like I was saying your name.
I can take the mic if you want.
Now she's losing the battle because she doesn't have a good comeback. She's trying to walk through it and everything. She doesn't have any. You open the door and you're being bested. That's the risk. That's the risk. Okay? Don't open the door if you're not ready to fucking take whatever possibility is going to come your way. That's why Jerry Seinfeld does not interact with the audience. It's not worth it. Why? He sits there and he writes his fucking stuff about Pop-Tarts or whatever the fuck he does, and that's what he wants to talk about. He doesn't need the audience to interject on it. She has flapjack tits, you can tell in the outline. I don't know how you could tell. This is from this baggy shirt. I'll take your word for it. We can verify. We're on her Instagram. I'm sure she's in a bikini somewhere.
It's okay. He's your new friend.
I will say this, it is such a hard time in this world right now. There are so many people that came together to be supportive and fucking amazing, and you're putting negative. No, fucking look.
Oh, this is where I watched a little bit further and then I stopped it. But this was I got flashbacks of I want to talk to your manager. That's what I got in this. This was not good.
Look me in the eyes. You're putting negative fucking energy out here. This is the last show of my fucking. Look me in the fucking eyes. This is the last. Look at me. This is the last show of my fucking weekend. It's a sold out show, and you want to say mean shit to me, okay? So don't fucking do that.
You gotta go Karen. The crowds cheer, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to know how much of that's just awkward. Oh yeah, it's all right. It's okay. Do you see why Lewis broke up with her? I didn't know that they dated, but it makes sense now.
You can leave.
Now the vibe isn't even fun. It isn't even fun. I'm getting flashbacks. There was on one of Dane Cook's albums. I remember he was some guy that wouldn't shut up, and he was trying to put him in his place, And he said it perfectly. He talked about the vibe. It was like, yeah, now the vibe's in the air, like dad just hit mom at the kitchen table or something like that. Like, that's what it is. Nobody likes this. Nobody likes this. Are they chanting family? Yeah, that's what they're doing. She just changed the captions. She's in front of a bunch of juggalos. They're all fucking stoned and shit, doing whippets. They don't know what's going on. They're just like, yeah. This was actually at the gathering, if you didn't recognize.
This guy's texting his friend. It's so cute. You can leave too. I won't be offended.
Like, this just came up. This is like a hangout session now. Like, what happened? What is going on here? This is some weird little, like, again, it's just a lot of...
I look good. I mean, really good. Hey, everyone! Come and see how good I look!
That's what this is. That's what this is. Who brought this bitch? I don't know, but this has been making the rounds. Never seen a comic lose a roast and start screaming. Nah, she should have just roasted him back instead of showing so much emotion. Cringe as fuck. You should be embarrassed to even post something like this. LMAO. I feel like that interaction was just part of doing crowd work and extreme overreaction. If you were a good comedian, you would have roasted him out of the venue. Instead, you tried to intimidate him by screaming like a banshee and you felt proud of it. You have a long way to go. You could have roasted him and made some jokes to keep the mood lively, but instead you made it look like you can't handle getting roasted. Nobody should be heckling, of course, but that doesn't make what he was doing right. But having a spaz attack, that's what you spaz with a Z, on stage doesn't look good. Yeah, it's just like, this ain't it. There ain't no brick walls at the gathering. No, this wasn't a real one. It's like one of those tarps that they hung up on a bar with clamps. It's not a real. Like, if someone threw it, you'd see it flap a little bit. If someone threw like a rock or a Faygo bottle at it. Let's see. Is there more?
LOL, what a fucking clown. I did warn you I would get kicked out. Man, she is sensitive, especially for a comedian.
Yeah, I mean, there's some truth to that. You can almost see it in her face that there's some truth to that. You could even see as I hate Instagram because you can't rewind, but and you can see her hands are shaking too. Look at it. This isn't good. Your emotions got the best of you. But here's the thing. You didn't have to post it. This was not a Bill Hicks moment. You know what made the Bill Hicks rant so interesting? First of all, I don't think he posted it. It doesn't look like that was, it looked like the club was filming it and they probably just leaked it and it was traded around. First of all. Second of all, what was interesting is as he was freaking out, he then called himself out several times on how out of control he was. He was making fun of the fact that he was saying that, what did he say? Something around like Hitler was an underachiever or some shit like that. Like, there's a little bit of self-reflection. There's no self-reflection here. It's just a lot of this.
I look good. I mean, really good. Hey, everyone! Come and see how good I look!
There's just no self-reflection at all with any of this. I don't know. It just bugged me. Does it go on? There's more? Yeah, it's just... So that was going pretty viral. But then somebody posted the full video, had to review the tape, and the L she took is even worse than I thought. Kicked the guy out of the club because her crowd worker shit. So it looks like this has a little bit more of a lead up to what happened. So,
So is our first time hanging out outside of the office?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay, so this is more of the lead up. So she's like trying to figure out what's going on with these two. Trying to see like, oh, what's the vibe here? What's the scoop? What's the story? right? And it just doesn't seem to go anywhere.
What? Wow. Whose idea was that? Oh my god, I love it! Okay, wait, what made you want to ask him?
Like, this just seems like a gossip session. This seems...
Is our first time hanging out outside of the office?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah. What? Wow. Whose idea was that? Oh my god, I love it! Okay, wait, what made you want to ask him? Huh?
Why are you making it sound like we're a couple?
Oh my god, don't get
It's
scared.
not my
What?
And you know what's interesting is the person that the in the crowd is sensitive, probably because they're picking up on the idea that this is being recorded. So that's a whole other element. It's like when you open this door, people now realize, like, oh, if you're interacting with the audience, there's a good shot that I'm going to be recorded and you're going to make me look bad.
Ooh, that's
So,
how it starts.
Lotus Juggler, thank you for the raid. Welcome. Hopefully you heard that alert. Hopefully, are the alerts working? Tell me if you heard it. If you didn't hear it, tell me. Looks like the alert was shown this time, so that worked. But thank you, Lotus Juggler. He seems like a pussy, too. Not Lotus Juggler, but the guy in the crowd, yeah. Lotus Juggler's great. Thank you for the raid. The alert was audible to you guys, great. And then it was extremely audible to me way after the fact. Why was that so loud? Why am I hearing it like a minute later in my head? So loud. Okay, so at least we fixed it for you. Now I got to fix it to, like, why is it like 10 seconds later? It's like max volume in my ears. But okay, so we fix the alerts for you. I just got to fix them for me. That I can work on. I can figure that out. I can suffer in the meantime. But all right. But yeah, this guy in the crowd does seem like he's kind of a pussy. But at the same time, you know, if he's like, "Oh, you're probably filming me so you can make this into a clip," maybe he's getting a little sassy.
Oh, it's not that. Wow, it's not that. Wow, look at you.
Yeah.
And you can tell as she says this, she doesn't know where to go. She's panicking. He gave a little bit. He gave it like a little mild pushback.
God, don't get scared.
Where his thing is like, why are you making it seem like we're a couple? And she didn't know what to do with that. She didn't know what to do with it. You know what would have been funny? And he's like, well, I don't know. You just kind of look like a couple of insert homosexual statement here. Depends on how edgy you want to get. You say that. Big J would say it. Patrice would definitely say it. You know what he would say. He'd be like, why do you think we're a couple? He's like, well, because you look, you know. But this is where it falls off the rails.
What? Oh, it's not that. Wow, it's not that.
See, I go to hood comedy clubs. You don't sit near the front if you don't want to get roasted. True, there is some truth to that. Goonie, you are correct. But I just feel it goes both ways, though. Is if you're going to start doing the roasting up front, yes, if you're in the front row, then you can kind of accept it. But if you're going to be doing the roasting from the stage, you got to handle it. And this is pretty mild. Speaking of like hood clubs, like this is, you can't handle this here with a, I don't know, a somewhat androgynous sounding man giving you the slightest pushback. Like, I don't know. You know, we're not talking. This is not quite the crowd of like, you know, who was it? Bernie Mac saying, I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. This ain't Bill Burr in fucking Philly yelling at an entire theater. You know what I'm saying? This is just a minor pushback. Like, why do you think we're a couple? She couldn't handle it. He's being real sensitive about her thinking they're a couple, and she has no heat with the crowd work. Everyone sucks here. Exactly. That's my point. This whole thing sucks. And then it just seems like there's like a pity
Wow,
applause at the end.
I could leave right now if
Well,
I
I can
wanted.
roast you too. You can't just roast all of us and get nothing.
Yeah, and see, when he says that, well, I can roast you too. You just can't roast all of us without getting... So it's apparent, like, hey, I know you're probably recording this. So...
I see. So you were
He sounds like
afraid that,
Nathan? Nathan who? It's such a weird... Like, oh, you know Nathan? He sounds just like Nathan. Who the fuck's Nathan? Slit, who you... He's like, oh, it's my neighbor. You know my neighbor Nathan. Sounds just like him.
You felt like I was saying your day.
I can take the mic if you want.
And then now he's feeling himself because he could tell that she doesn't have any heat. So he's like, oh, I could take the mic. This Nathan I know? Yeah, that's what I thought. I like Slit with his esoteric pulls. He's like, no, that sounds like Doug. Who's Doug? Oh, he's the guy that works at the liquor store by my house. Sounds just like him. She had an in on some jokes about him and the girl. She froze instead. Yeah, she did. Well, no, I think she was insinuating that he was with another dude. I think that's the...
It's okay, he's your new friend. I have plenty of material that's embarrassing for you. Let's move on. Small dick energy, let's clap for him.
Oh, that part she cut out. Or maybe I didn't catch it the first time. She's now insulting, saying, oh, there's small dick energy over here. Small dick energy. This is not even like an insult. That's just like shitty woman shaming. You know a woman's lost an argument when they start insulting your dick size for no reason. Like, you know that they lost the argument. Because it's like, yeah.
That is one big pile of shit.
It is. This whole thing's a big pile of shit. The Sandman would have swept her away at the Apollo. Yeah, she would not have lasted. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, giant clit energy. Yeah. You get in an argument with a woman and you say that she's a fat bitch and she cries. You know what? If you did that, you lost the argument as a man. And that's why men, we don't typically go that route. But we could. Or you call them a cunt. But they don't have that toward men.
You are fake news. Sir, go ahead.
No, this is real. But then if they start pulling out like, oh, you're just saying it because you got a small dick energy over here. And it's like, okay, whatever. Yeah, you can say that I have a small dick, because I sandbag it anyway. I'll beat you at the top. Yeah, I do have I got a button dick. What about it? And then when you say, this is the best comeback. This is a good comeback. You'd be like, oh, yeah, I got small dick energy. Yeah? Well, it was all right. It was all right in your vagina the other night. You weren't complaining about it. You weren't. You got to say it like that, though. Don't improve it. That's like, it's perfect the way it is. You're like, yeah, I got a small dick energy. You weren't complaining about it when I was resting it in your vagina. You say that. And they don't know what to do with that. You stun lock them. They're like, what? What's going on? What's going on? Wasn't that small when I was banging that bearded biscuit out? Yeah, there you go. What if you put eggless before cunt? Ooh, an eggless cunt? That one will make them cry. That one will definitely make them cry. Especially if they're over the age of 36. Don't say nothing, just laugh when they say it. You could do that, but I like to throw a little something out there. Yeah, that's her big comeback. Small dick energy.
I will say this, like, it is such a hard time.
Okay, so she knows she lost, and now she's going to rage out. Okay, so I think she cut some of this out. So it's very clear things didn't go her way, and she threw a tantrum.
In this world right now, there's so many people that came together to be supportive and fucking amazing.
And everyone was here to be supportive of me, and you're not supportive of me? You're not being supportive of me right now? And this is ridiculous, okay? I had all these people buy tickets to watch me stand up here and say,
I look good. I mean, really good. Hey, everyone! Come and see how good I look!
Everybody came here so I could say that. Don't cry. You look fat when you cry. That's a good one. That is a good one. It wasn't small until I saw you. It's cowering at the sight of a woman who looks like she paints houses right before her sold-out show. Yeah. Oh, dude, if you threw one of those at her, she would crumble. This girl would crumble. Oh, wait, that's the tweet that Slit sent me. Yeah. And then there's like, this person's loving it. This is the most amazing things I've ever seen. This was not amazing. Who are these ladies that are saying this? All-timer story night for the guy kicked out at a small comedy club for mildly heckling. He wasn't even heckling. He just happened to be sitting there. The funniest line in this entire video is, "I can take the mic if you want." It's not her line. She actually remembered she didn't have funny material after she said she did and resorted to rage. It's okay. He's your new friend. Came from a defeated place. She almost cried. Yeah. See, the Twitter comments are always much more brutal than the Instagram ones. This is the last, look at me in the eye. This is the last show of my fucking weekend. What kind of comedian can't handle a heckler? Kind of funny how clearly butthurt he was that she insinuated he was gay. I mean, he was, yeah, as Mr. Twister pointed out, both parties suck in this position. But only one person is up there saying,
Hey, everyone! Come and see how good I look!
That's the problem. The guy that's sitting in the crowd is not shouting that. Tell her to smile. She might actually explode. He's not being an ally. True, he wasn't being much of an ally here. Like, she's freaking out the same way. Now, if a cashier, if I saw a cashier flip out on somebody that was being mildly rude to them, I'd be like, you know what? Maybe this isn't the target. Maybe this is not the intended target of your rage, but it's cathartic and it's well earned. Go for it. You know what I mean? Or if you are, you're a telemarketer or something and you get yelled at and somebody's just being rude to you unrealistically. Not even a telemarketer. Maybe you're just customer service for like a credit card company or something. Those people never did anything wrong. They're just trying to fucking, do their job. And they just explode. Okay. Maybe not the best target, but this is a Louis J. Gomez roast from Skankfest. This is Shane Gillis part from it around 2:15. He explains it the best. He made fun of Tony real good after the timestamp I put to it. All right, let me take a look. Yeah, let's see Shane Gillis. He's obviously a very well-respected comedian. And you said 2:15. Let's go 2:15. I think I've seen clips of this.
Kim is getting fat. Natalie Cuomo is so
Oh, wow, okay. So he's literally talking about the same girl. What does Shane Gillis have to say about this girl? What does Shane Gillis have to say? Let's see.
Natalie Cuomo is so unfunny. Lewis booked Kim.
All right. Now, I know that that Kim girl, I know Lewis did date her. So, okay, that makes sense with the concept. What's the lead up? I feel I missed the beginning of this joke.
Kim is getting fat. Yeah. For real, though.
Oh, Kim was his ex at the time? Okay.
Kim has sucked a lot of guys' dicks in this industry to get ahead and still isn't really doing that well. That is sad.
Oh, there we go. Okay, this is the lead up. All right.
Kim is getting fat.
Okay, now that makes sense. I'm like, why is he just throwing in a random insult? No, he's just piling on. All right, that makes sense.
Natalie Cuomo is so unfunny. Lewis booked Kim.
So at this time, He must have been dating her. Okay. And he didn't even book his own.
Good at sucking it, or what?
I mean, I guess not enough where he's not even going to book her to his own roast. Is that it?
Thanks, fellas. Tony looks like Matthew McConaughey's skeleton.
That's actually pretty good.
I don't have a joke for this, but something about Tony being young Sheldon.
That's good.
You say bazinga every time he makes one of his gay jokes. Here's the thing. Tony for real thought he was going to be the Joker. You ever see the movie The Joker? It was a dream of his. He does the laugh sometimes in front of his friends. And they told me this when he wasn't around, and they all make fun of him behind his back. Isn't that funny? As soon as he left the room, they were all like, dude, he keeps going. Isn't it such an embarrassing dream to have?
That's pretty good. I've never watched this whole thing. I gotta see. This is what, 2021? He was dating Natalie and didn't book her for it. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Shane is great. He's good. I've watched I think I've watched one or two of his stand-up specials. I don't remember. I gotta keep up on that stuff. I've been out of touch on a lot of things. I got hooked on dumb internet drama YouTube shit. So which is just cancer. It just eats away at your soul. So, but yeah. Anyway, I just saw that and it was just so cringy. I've just never. But then to post it so confidently and to say, hey, this was good. This was amazing, wasn't it? Oh, by the way, Uncle Stinker was commenting about her tits. You might be right. I hate to say it though, because I'm a feminist and I don't like to objectify women. But I noticed that. No, yeah, maybe. She does have a look that I like, though. I will say. Just that's unfortunately she's not that funny. It's sad, really. It's truly sad. You can see it if you Google. No, I'm not gonna. I'm a feminist. That would be against my belief system. I can't just be looking up like, oh, show me insert woman's name and tits. Like, that's ridiculous. That's just misogynistic, really. That's really what that is. Oh, that was bright. You know what that was? Dunkachino coffee. Dunkachino. Which I think we got one more. There's one more Rumble merch item to drop. I think that's coming tomorrow. So, yeah, she's more of a basket case than funny. And I do like basket cases, though. You have to understand. I do like a good basket case. I do. Well, you're running out of time. I know I'm running out of time. But you gotta, tomorrow's a busy day. Tomorrow I have a busy day. I'm going to be sitting at this desk. We're going to hopefully finish all of I would love to finish all 4, but there's a couple that are going to be, they're a little labor intensive. So if I can get 3 done, I'll be pretty fucking happy. Yeah, there was one other thing. I'm sorry. I'm really out of it. Today was I didn't sleep well last night. I had to get up early this morning. I had a bunch of meetings all day. I came home. I took a nap. Like one of those hardcore naps. My diet's been shit. So, I had some other bookmarks, but I gotta find them. La Bamba. The World Trade Center version, see? They did have the best Muzak. I mean, if you go through the Muzak catalogs, World Trade Center had the best. It's a shame. Think of the great Muzak. If that awful event didn't happen, imagine the great Muzak we would have today in the 2010s and stuff like that. We'd have some really great Muzak. Did you hear Nick Mullen quit the Adam Friedland show? I did hear about that. Is there a drama to that, or is he just kind of done with it? I can kind of tell, though, like, after Cumtown ended, that he didn't... It was interesting that they just didn't continue Cumtown without the fat guy. What was his name? Stavros? And then when they did their next show, it was the Adam Friedland show, but they didn't have, like, a different name. Like, it was almost like he put... And I don't know, I didn't follow Cumtown, but I assumed Nick Mullen was really the more popular one out of that group. But I think he just got bored. Yeah, I think he comes across like a guy that's more like he's in it for the art than the money. I feel like we'd have the same Muzak, maybe. Why do you call it Muzak? Because that's what it's called. It's called Muzak. That's the company who makes this shit. I think, right? Muzak is a company. Muzak is a brand of background music that plays in public places and retail stores. The name is a combination of the words music and Kodak, a popular camera brand. Muzak has been in use since 1934. The brand has been owned by various companies. Muzak is often played in retail stores and other public establishments. So. Yeah, Nick was the funniest on the show. Yeah, I've seen some clips of it. I've seen him on other podcasts. I've heard clips of Cumtown. He seemed pretty funny. I've seen stand-up clips of him. Oh, I did see this. We do have some deep dives next week we're going to get into. Next week I think is going to be all number one story and deep dives. And maybe some games. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to get back to basics. These next couple days are going to tell me. I will say, I mean, man, this internet thing is fucking driving me crazy, though. Because it's like, it's unstable, but it doesn't cut out. Well, it did last night, but we'll see. You ever turn on a radio or listen to a commercial? It's all the same music for the past 35 years. They'd be still playing Bon Jovi. Well, I think what happened is with Spotify and YouTube, music, there is more music started popping up, and everyone got in their little echo chambers of genres. So each genre now has a plethora of artists to go through. And none of it's really commercially viable, because there was also the trend, if you remember, I don't know if it's still a trend, where everyone would make songs 2 minutes or less because they want to increase the plays on Spotify to get paid. Which drives me crazy, because it's like I remember years ago, a friend of mine got me into Ghostmain, and I was like, oh, I like this. This is good. But every one of his songs is like a minute and a half. And I'm like, bro, can you give me like a real full song? Like, I hate that shit. Like, you just get into it and it's over. And it's like, what, you want me to listen to it on loop? Like, fuck off. No. But I found out that was the trend. I was just out of touch. Viper must be killing on Spotify? Yeah. Oh, did you hear about a podcast that happened with an MMA fighter named Bryce Mitchell? Is that the guy who said he liked Hitler or something? Yeah, I did hear about that. And then Dana White had to say, hey, that's not the move. And then he got beat up in a fight or something. And he's like, actually, I was kind of wrong about Hitler. Yeah, it was his first episode. Yeah. Like, what do you expect? It's a guy who gets punched in the head for a living. I'm not going to take his... I think Dana White has got the best approach. These are people that get punched in the head a lot for a living. No one should be listening to them for any sort of advice or knowledge outside of the world of fighting and training. If you get outside of any of that, outside of the skill level or the training stuff, I don't give a shit. I don't care what your thoughts are on politics, the world. I don't care. He's a flat earther, thinks the sun is a hologram. Yeah, I mean, this guy's a fucking idiot. It's just like, whatever, dude. I did find this video, and I don't know. I wasn't really planning to watch the whole thing. I didn't watch it. I just kind of like scrubbed it, but I just thought this was kind of a interesting example. So you know how the other day, or not even just the other day, we've talked about it a lot. Like there's people that we check in on. There's the occasional lolcow, you know, like there's people like Steel Toe. There's people like Mersh. There's people like, you know, I'm drawing a blank. There's been others that we've looked at as of recent. But anyway, you get these lolcow type people. And we don't report on every move they make. We just look at the big stuff. We try to learn a lesson from it. And then we move on to other things, okay? We don't make our life reporting on every move that they do. Like Stuttering John we've talked about. Like there's people who have an entire career talking about Stuttering John. There's people whose entire career, there's like channels dedicated to tracking Mersh. Like who gives a fuck about Mersh? 3 different commercials have been remade. You're unbelievable. I think that Josh Emmett knockout fucked him up real good beyond what Backwoods Education's already had. Oh, that Bryce Mitchell? Yeah, probably. So, what, Mersh? I said the word Mersh. We have Comcast now. I can say Mersh. Our internet's still kind of goofy. But we haven't cut. We get the occasional weird glitch, but we haven't cut out. So, but what I will be doing is I will be reporting anytime we do cut in the meantime, because that means there's an infrastructure problem. Because I've changed everything. I've changed Ethernet adapters. I've changed the streaming platform that we're using. We're now using Streamlabs to multi-stream. We're using... And we're kind of committed to doing multi-streaming now because Kick is like a viable option. Second, he said, Mersh, I got some glitches and lag. It's a curse, man. Did you? Let me look. I don't know. Maybe. But anyway. But yeah, I go on the app and then I report it and I'll have a fucking tech come out here every day of the week to get it figured out. But what I'm curious about is if there's some sort of something up with the wires or something. I don't know. I don't get it. Or it may just be the weather. Maybe just because it's cold outside. Who the fuck knows? There's so many different things. I don't know. I just don't know. Josh Emmett knocked him out so bad he was having seizures in the ring. I thought he died. Oh, I mean, yeah, you get brain injuries, dude. These people are fucked. Anyway, I bring this up because I saw this video, and this guy does a video. He's got like 3,000 views on it. Most of his videos don't even have this much. It was just suggested to me in my For You section. Most of his videos get like 51 views. 300 views, 300. This one got 3,000 for some reason. Why? And this is what was pushed to me. And I was like, what the fuck is it? And he's like, let's talk about DSP's new goal system. So this is one of these guys whose entire online presence is to track DSP, Darkside Phil. We know Darkside Phil. He's the guy who jerked off before his stream and left his camera on, right? We don't follow Darkside Phil. We've talked about Darkside Phil, about the case of him jerking off, and then there was at one time he was shitting on Steel Toe, I think. Who was he shitting on? And I was like, or maybe Destiny or something. I forget who we were talking about. And Darkside Phil actually got a dig in on him. And I was like, oh man, if Darkside Phil's shitting on you, that's it. That's all we ever talk about. We don't need to harp on the guy. But this guy is tracking him, and he's going to track his new goal system. He does a whole video on it. And let's just take a look. We're not going to watch this whole 24-minute video. 24 minutes, by the way. 24 minutes on this.
Hey, gamers. Welcome back to a brand new DSP video. Since it has been about a month...
Like, this guy's entire career is talking about DSP.
...of DSP switching from the goal streak rewards to the goals hit rewards, I kind of want to discuss just how it's been working for this amount of time. Because when he initially pitched the idea of doing a goals hit reward for each time you hit a goal, every 50 goals we'll do a marathon or whatever, he made it sound as if like, hey, there's gonna be no pressure. We don't have to hit the goal every stream. It's just whenever we hit the goal, we will add it to the total. And when we hit 50 goals, hey, we get to celebrate. And you can also like hit the goal multiple times in one stream. All this stuff. Which
so he has a goal. I'm guessing he's talking about like some sort of like one of those like Twitch or YouTube like goal meters of like this many subscribers or this many bits or whatever. And so if you hit it every 50 times it's hit, then there's a marathon stream that you get. And then if you hit the goal in the same stream.
That's how it always starts. But then later there's running and screaming.
Juggalo Sack, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Again, that's very loud in my ears. I'm hoping you guys heard that because I think we've solved that problem. I think it's just me. And then for some reason, I'm going to get a delayed response on it, which I don't understand why. Like, I'm looking at the meter. You're hearing that again from my headphones. That's how fucking loud that is. That is insanely loud. We should do the same thing, but with normal people who cover power tools or home repairs. Can you believe this fucking scumbag tried to use a flathead with the screw, required a Phillips head? What a fucking lol cow. Yeah, we should. Start tracking nobodies.
on paper sounded good because it would mean less pressure on the viewer, less times to bring up, hey guys, we gotta hit the goal, guys, come on, and all this other stuff. And you would think that this would naturally celebrate genuine or organic support, as organic as he can get, to be fair. But what we ended up getting was a system that was far more predatory and far more aggressive than ever before.
Ooh.
Because you start to notice over time that DSP was bizarrely married to the idea of doing DSP tries like at the end of the week, like Friday. And at first, you could argue, well, this is him just wanted to keep doing a streak just with a different name, which I do think that's the case. He would love to brag about, as much as he changed the system, hey, we're doing it consecutively anyway, see how cool that is, or whatever. I mean, it always benefits him anyway. It's a win-win for him in reality. But that's like one aspect of it. But I do think there is another aspect as to why DSP always pressures his audience to make sure they hit the goal in time for Friday. And this is going to go...
because he wants to get paid. That's why. He wants to get paid. It's not a fucking conspiracy.
Behind the scenes style theorying. You know, when you cook food, you always have enough for leftovers, and you eat that throughout the week and all this other stuff. I feel like he timed these DSP tries it around when he would run out of food or run out of leftovers, so then he would be able to eat out. Because not only does he get to eat out, but the stream gets the cover for that. So, it's...
So he's saying like, oh, I'm going to do these streams so I have some money to go out to eat with? Well, if it's his job... if his job was a DoorDash, he's going to be DoorDashing before he wants to go out for the weekend. I mean, what are you talking about? Why is this such a conspiracy? What are we talking about here, dude?
It's directly a situation where they're not losing a lot of money to do that, and it becomes financially reasonable or whatever, which is insane. I mean, on one hand, it's like, yeah, I get it. Sure, you want to, why not, right? But it becomes so rigid, and it becomes like, well, then the real point wasn't to do these goals whenever you hit them at that point. It becomes more about, hey, we just need to hit it here because we didn't have any food to eat for dinner. Again, that's one
We got to hit this goal so I can eat dinner. I mean, do you feel bad for him then? Like, is that like a bad thing? Like, we know he's manipulating the goal system so he can eat. Okay. So what? What do you think he's going to do with the money? Fucking funnel it into the Taliban? Like, what are we talking about here? It's going to go buy him little trinkets and food, of course. We don't use this word much anymore, but this dude is a twerp. He is a twerp. This is ridiculous. This is fucking retarded, dude. What are we doing? The fuck are we doing? It's fucking crazy.
Aspect of it.
This guy looks like the guy who pretends to be Ben Shapiro. Yeah, he kind of does look like have a Ben Shapiro vibe.
Because he would always leverage like, well, I guess
Imagine a world where people get paid for the work they do. I know. Imagine that. It's crazy. No, it's a scam because he's making money through streaming.
I have to tell Kat to take the food out of the freezer to warm it up for dinner tonight. Like that kind of shit. So it's not that they were starving, they didn't hit the goal, obviously, but it's very unfair to the viewer because that's not what he agreed to and that's not what he proposed for the system in the first place. Like, you just look at how the goals panned out and how this reward system has panned out over time, you start to realize this isn't what DSP has promised, like, at all. Like, he did not want to do that golden food website thing because, oh, the food is perishable and we don't know how frequent we're going to hit the goal and it's too much money, don't want to do it.
Okay.
Rare Tricks cut
I don't
himself
even know
out
what the
and
fuck that
decided
is, but okay.
to buy him a rum cake, and DSP then is like, well then we have to hit the goal for Wednesday. We have to absolutely locked it in, absolutely. Instead of like maybe just hit the goal and then say, well, since this is gonna take a while, plan it that way. Instead, he just was like, well, we have to hit the goal by Wednesday, no matter what. Which is like you're going back to
Okay, well, did they hit the goal? Like, if you hit the goal, then you hit the goal. Then who cares? What does he want him to do? Be like, why do we have to hit the goal so hard? Like, this guy's complaining as if he's doing all the grunt work. All you do is you watch the guy and you donate to his stream if you want to, or you don't. That's it. And by the way, I've been noticing this more. I notice it with a lot of these streamers where it's like Mersh does it, Steel Toe does it, DSP does it, and the crazy thing is they get money. And they just flagrantly are just like, oh, we gotta have a good night tonight.
That is one big pile of shit.
Hey, we gotta have a good night. We need to get some money. I need a goal of $300 today. You guys better hit it. And they just keep chastising the audience to pay them until they get paid, and then they do like some material, and then but they spend like 3 hours a day doing that, just bitching about where's the money? No one's donating. This is bullshit. Like, what world are we in? What is this? This guy should put his own rewards so he can buy a less stupid fucking shirt. That's a bad shirt. So let's go to sleep. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, of course. Yeah, I just don't understand. I mean, he goes on for 25 minutes about this. I'm a new DSP viewer, so I'm still in the honeymoon phase of his scamming and antics. It's amusing now, but will it be in the future? What is this? What is this world? Oh my God. We're not going to watch the rest of that. It's fucking crazy. All right. Well, that being said, I think that's everything I've got for today. Today has been a long day, and we're so close to being done with the Rumble. Once we can get this behind us and we can start moving on and getting like a normal schedule where I don't feel like a crackhead. Oh my God, and then I'm sitting here bitching about like these people, they're just begging for money. Meanwhile, you come to my channel. Does he beg for money? No, he doesn't really beg for money. He just complains about how much stress he's under. I don't know. It's kind of cathartic to watch. Makes me feel better about me. Even though this is all put upon by himself. He's just, oh my God, I can't. I gotta edit Rumble promos. It's so draining. I don't get to sleep. My internet is kind of flaky sometimes. Oh, what a world I live in. This is what it is. How long have you been watching this guy? I've been watching him every day for the last like 40, 50 days. What does he talk about? How much his internet sucks and like that he's got to edit Rumble promos Then he makes us watch it like 10 times in a row. I don't know. It's kind of interesting, but Music Biz Marty is the main Cyrax troll that really knew how to work Cyrax and get him mad. Well, supposedly he passed away. Try to do more research into it. Okay. That's very intriguing. Man, what's Cyrax going to do now? He doesn't have a good troll. Now you have all these wannabes. Got all these wannabes going out there. All right. Well, here's what we're going to do. We did a couple hours. We got to talk about a couple things. We got to catch up on the Rumble. Tested out a few things. I got to fix these sound alerts so I can keep my hearing. My ears are already fucked after all the noise that's come through these headphones in the last 50 days. I don't know what. I'm probably going to need fucking hearing aids by the end of the year. I have a feeling. He has all the Daniel Larson trolls now since Daniel went to prison. Oh, that's great. It's like a whole industry. There's a whole lol cow industry out there. Cyrex is still busy. Okay. It's good to know. Good to know. Hold on. I'm checking something out real quick. Because we're gonna gear up for a raid in a minute, but I was wanting to look at one thing here. Okay, I get it now. I get it. Okay. Charlie Brown music. Fucks. I do like some Charlie Brown music. But that was good old music. That's what I'm saying. It's good music. We haven't listened to music in a while. It's a whole vibe. All right, let's go take a look at who's on. We're going to do, I know tonight was short. We got one more night like this. Then we get into like a normal, one more night like this. Then we get into like a normal Friday, which is usually quick, but we're going to be to the point. Do some number one story. It always seems to be good on a Friday. Great way to wrap things up. And then we get to the weekend. Saturday we get the Rumble. Sunday is going to be, I don't know, but it's going to be pretty chill. It's going to be pretty chill. I'm just saying that. And then we get to work on Monday. Then we get into the Monday is going to be a whole new. If you're like, man, I can't believe we're going to do a whole year of this. I'm telling you, we're not. Monday we're going to do a reset. Not a big one, but like a decent reset. It'll be a decent reset. You can watch the Puppy Bowl. I ain't watching the Puppy Bowl. I'm gonna work on stuff on for the stream to get ready for Monday, and I'm gonna lay around. And of course, we're gonna do a stream. Of course, because we stream every day. But that's about it. So who do we got that is on that we could do a raid? I know we raided Lotus Juggler last couple times, but he raided into us and also made me go deaf. I think I got somebody, but I will take a suggestion if no one else has one. But I think I got somebody. I think Uncle Stinker brought this guy up a couple times before. We can go check out this guy. I will, of course, be back tomorrow, probably same time, between 11 and midnight. Do a late night thing. We'll have something covered. I should have more energy. I won't be so scatterbrained and feeling retarded. I just feel retarded right now. I just do. I'm just so like out of it. I just feel dumb. Like I feel, and I know the joke is writing itself. You're like, you feel dumb. Maybe that's because you are dumb. Maybe because you are, hey, you are what you eat, buddy. Implying that I eat retarded people, which is crazy. I don't know why you'd say that. But we're going to go do a raid. We're going to go check out this guy. What's his name? Isidore. Uncle Stinker put me on to Isidore. We'll go take a look. He's doing some Fortnite, it looks like. We'll go and raid into him. But before we do that, I do want to say I truly appreciate it. I appreciate all the raids and the pain that I have in my ears from them. Thank you so much. And, oh my goodness. Motorcycle.
Melvin lives on.
Wow, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. And we got a double alert. These alerts are fucked. But you know what? Hey, you got a 2 for the price of 1 on that one. So thank you so much, Motorcycle, for the 100 bits. So thank you. I appreciate those 100 bits. And I didn't have to yell at you to give them to me. I didn't be like, we need to hit a goal. We need to hit a goal of 200 bits. And we're not ending this stream until we hit it. And then what kind of prize is that? Like, all right, we hit our goal. See ya. See you tomorrow. We'll do it again. Like, what is, I just don't understand that. I don't understand that. Anyway, if I have some time, I'd like to find a compilation of just people yelling at their chat. Come on. We need to hit the goal. Oh, there we go. I got the third. That was for me. I got the alert again, just for me though, in case I didn't hear it the first time. I don't know why that's happening, but all right. But yeah, let's go and do a raid. We'll go say hi to Isidore. He's doing some Fortnite. He's grinding and jumping around his Ryu. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I think this is only up or whatever. But I do appreciate everybody. I will see you tomorrow. And of course, if you were even thinking about it, I just want you to know. Say thank you for being a friend. So thank you so much. Let's go do this raid. I will see you tomorrow. It's been a long journey. We're wrapping up this chapter. Only a couple more days. And then onward and upward we go. In the meantime, we'll go say hi to Isidore, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.